Well, hello travelers, Todd here. We're traveling around Disney and we have made our way to the Wilderness Lodge for news from the queues. And look at these fantastic views back here. Absolutely gorgeous. Not only are we going to talk about news today, but we're also going to take a little resort tour here because this might be one of the most underrated resorts on property. So come along, let's jump into the news from the queues and let's take a look at their beautiful Christmas decorations. I mean, first of all, how can you not enjoy this beautiful giant Christmas tree right in the middle of the lobby? The decorations all around, the reindeers on the right over the door right there. We're heading to one of our favorite hiding spots, but some people already know about it. But the garland hanging right there, and there is so much more to see. But before we do that, you know what we have to do. We have to head to Roaring Fork to get some coffee. It is early in the morning. It is a cold morning here. Florida's gotten a little cold snap, so it's pretty awesome. So put you right in the Christmas spirit. So first, we're gonna go get some coffee. Then we'll head up to our little second floor location that we really like to go to. Enjoy a little bit of the fireplace. Talk a little news, not a whole bunch of news, but then we'll take a tour around this beautiful resort. I like how the teepees on the tree flicker like there's a fire burning inside of the teepees that they're occupying. But sometimes by the reef, if you look in the red rocks, you'll see a hidden Mickey. He's up there. I'm not going to point him out, but he is there. They may not have a gingerbread house, but they do have a holiday celebration type of area right here. They open from 2 to 9. So if you do come, they don't do the gingerbread cabin or the gingerbread stuff anymore here, but they do have goodies and treats. And it's right here, right in the middle of the lobby by the fountain, or the gurgling fountain. It's not really a fountain. What is that called? Geyser. It's a geyser. But here are their items. We'll take a quick look. I'm a little too early to try anything here today, but they had the Linzer cookie. Oh, they got a cookie box. And they got hot chocolate and apple cider, peppermint bark. Oh, that cheddar, look at that. They brought a savory item out here. That looks fantastic. So maybe one afternoon we can get back over here to see that. Heading this way, heading past Artist Point right here, and this is their character dining with Snow White, the Evil Queen, and Dopey and Doc. If I'm wrong about that, if you guys can leave it down there, but I believe it's Dopey and Doc. So on the way, don't forget to stop by Territory Lounge. Now they open a little bit later, usually around 4 o'clock, but they got some great food options here. Some quick bites and grab and goes. But that is towards the entry of Artist Point. Artist Point will be right there. And this just to the left through this glass right here will be Territory Lounge. If you haven't experienced Territory Lounge, definitely need to give that a try and always look up. Okay, let's go grab some Joffrey's coffee right here at Roaring Fork. And by the way, I'll go ahead and show you their menu. This is their breakfast menu. It is from 7 to 11 right there. That's their breakfast menu. Now let's look at their lunch and dinner menu, but look at the middle. He is just so cute. He's a little dessert right there. And this is their lunch, starting at 11, and some items like you see there aren't available until after 5, but usually they will be here until 11, I believe, at night. But I'm gonna check that on there. But we are heading in here to get some Joffrey's coffee. Don't forget, this is where you can get the giant cinnamon rolls right back there, and of course the bear claws. You guys know old Todd would have got one of these bear claws today. Gonna pass on that today, but that is the bear claw. It's $10.29, but it'll feed a family of 5 to 6 easy. There's enough in there. Oh, I'm so tempted. And there's their little there's their little bear right there. Oh, they got a holiday treat right there, and then a Mickey. That looks like a Mickey s'mores type of cupcake brownie right there. Looks pretty good. And the healthier options down there. The fruit, the pineapple, which I can have, and some yogurt. Of course, they have their normal pastries and stuff like that. They have a baby cinnamon roll. You can always get that. But that magic cookie bar looks really good. Man, oh man. Banana nut brand. Oh, look at their campfire cupcake. So cute. I forgot at Roaring Fork. Let me get the little menu here. Ooh. The Roaring Fork right there. They have specialty coffees, which I did not know. Right there, some specialty coffees. They have this s'mores latte or the wilderness bark latte. S'mores latte in hand back in the lobby here. Don't forget, at this little location for their little holiday treats, they got some great little backdrops. You could actually do some great little selfies right there. There's one right there, Mickey and Minnie. And here's another Mickey and Minnie, and you can see Goofy right over there. So I did not know this was here. So I thought since they didn't have a gingerbread, they weren't doing anything, but I was wrong. Heading through the lobby right over here, passing the gorgeous Christmas tree. Make sure to come and look at all the ornaments because they're just so interesting and intricate. But of course, Southwest motif. And they got all the animals. And sometimes you can even find a moose. A rack of the moose right there, a moose horn. Passing by Whispering Canyon, heading this way. Somebody needs some ketchup. Always ask for ketchup when you go to Whispering Canyon. It's a fun little thing to do. There's Whispering Canyons, but we are at Whispering Canyon Cafe right there. But we are heading right over here to these stairs, which not a lot of people take, but I tell everybody about it, so I'm sure there's somebody up there, but that's where we're heading. Yes, I know there's doors, but you can go through the doors, don't be scared. You'll go over the bridge at the entryway. This is actually kind of outside inside, and then you'll come to another door. So once you've come through the second door, you'll be up on second level. Whispering Canyon down there, the beautiful Christmas tree. Beautiful lobby. I still think this is one of the most underrated resorts. But once you come up the stairs, turn to the right. Oh, beautiful reef right there. Turn to the right, and you keep going this way. And you will come to this fireplace. And I will tell you, that's the only chair that's empty. Everything else is full. So I need to quit telling the secret of this great little place up here. But it's got great lobby views also. But I don't want to go over there because there's some folks in there. They're reading books and just relaxing. And just right there is the fireplace area, that little bump out right there where the reindeer are. Right over here is a workstation where you can bring your computers for plugs and stuff like that. So if you even need to recharge, you can come up here and get your recharge plug in to charge your phones. But that's also up here on the second level. I found some beautiful chairs right up here. I might come back here, have the beautiful Christmas tree as my backdrop, but I see a balcony over here I think we can go out on, which I've never been out on. So let's head that way. This is a beautiful viewing area. I have never been here to this back spot. So let's go check it out. I mean, it's right off the lobby. Let's go out here and take a look real quick. I have never been here. And this viewing area is open 7:30 to 8 p.m. 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Man, oh man, look at these views. This is absolutely beautiful. I have, like I said, never been up here. This is actually the first floor for rooms. So when you come up here, you know, be courteous because there's actually rooms on both sides of this viewing area. But this is beautiful. The music is playing. You can see the lake in the background. Just takes you out of the hustle bustle. I'm telling you, if you've never stayed at the Wilderness Lodge, you need to make it a point to stay here. Since we're on this level, might as well show you this too. This is their laundry. The guest laundry is right there. So they have a guest laundry, just like every resort has a guest laundry. So you don't need to overpack. You can always come and do a little laundry on your off days. I still just can't get over this is turning into a resort tour. instead of news from the queues. I'll do a resort tour. This is great. We'll talk a little bit of news, but I mean, look at this. I'd rather see the beauty of this than to talk about stuff that everybody gets mad about. Found a nice little spot to do some news from the queues. Got my s'mores latte, which is really nice. They do this cold or hot. It is Joffrey's coffee, always Joffrey's. You know that when you're at Walt Disney World. It's actually pretty good, not too sweet, but I'm gonna enjoy this. We'll talk a little news. One of the first things up is D23 has made their announcement that they will be back at Walt Disney World in August for the D23 event this year. Cannot wait for that. We are going to try to go to that since I'm a D23 member now. Me and Michelle are D23 members. We will definitely try to get there and experience that. And this year it will be at Coronado Springs, which I was really hoping it'd be at the Contemporary, because you know me and the Contemporary, we got history, but Coronado's not too bad. If you are a D23 member, make sure to go to the D23 site, because they do have some information already, and they do have room rates already for Coronado for D23. So go ahead and give that a look, but would love to see a lot of you guys there. Hopefully this year I get to get tickets this year. You know, sometimes it's hard to get tickets. If I don't get tickets, I'll at least be over there just to see everybody and to see what's going on at the D23 event. Here's a news flash. If you ever do get any of the coffees, make sure you stir them up, because some of the syrup's always set to the bottom, and they get a little sweeter when they get to the bottom. So just remember to stir your coffees. But look at that view. Come on, how can you beat that? Disneyland news, the queues are now open at the Haunted Mansion. All the construction work is done over there at the Haunted Mansion, it looks to be, from what we've been seeing, but the queues are open for Haunted Mansion over there. No more virtual queue. It is a standby queue at the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. It looks absolutely beautiful. If anyone checked out last week's news from the queues, it was kind of on assignment, because we went to the Moana 2 D23 premiere. They had a special event the night before Moana was released worldwide. We went to that event, had a fantastic time. It was put on by the DVC, Disney Vacation Club. So not only did we get to see the movie, then we went to the House of Blues, and they had a little Moana 2 party, and it was fantastic. We had a great time, food, drinks. It was a D23 event. I did film as much as I could, so if you guys haven't seen that, make sure to go watch the D23 Moana video that we did last week. But everybody should go take a look at this movie. It's not like the first one. It's definitely different, but it's worth a watch. Hope everyone got a chance to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, because they debuted a new Minnie Mouse balloon at the parade this year, which was a surprise. I didn't even know that was happening. I knew the float for the cruise line was happening, but not the Minnie Mouse balloon. Hope everybody got to see that. And we hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving holiday weekend. I know our folks across the pond, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but we hope you guys had a happy and wonderful weekend as well. If you don't mind giving us a big thumbs up, like the videos, share our videos. We have so many people that share our videos, but thank you so much to all those that share our content and all that good stuff. So that was a big surprise, the new Minnie Mouse balloon at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Let's go ahead and talk about it. The big announcement last week that Disney announced, Muppets Vision will be going away. And that's all going to become Monsters Land over there. But the Muppets are going to take over Rock and Roller Coaster. So it's kind of a bad and a good, but I think it's going to be fantastic. I really think that I'm sure somewhere in the future, Muppet Vision will rise again and everybody will get to see it. And it won't go away. I just think it'll go into retirement for a little bit. But Muppet Vision will come back, but I cannot wait to ride the roller coaster of Monsters, Inc. I mean, it's a suspended door coaster. Come on, that sounds fantastic. Okay, that's enough of this news. Let's go out here and explore more of this beautiful resort. Let's go take a look at the gift shop, because there's some great features in there I love to show everybody. And then I'm gonna take you somewhere that a lot of people don't know about, and they don't adventure to, but they can. And it's probably one of my favorite areas here at Wilderness Lodge, and I always tell everybody to go check it out, because there's a piece of Disney history there. Since we're doing a little resort exploring, let's head up to the 3rd floor right here in the lobby area and see what's up there. This is the view from the 3rd floor of the lobby. But make sure you look at top of the poles because they've got carvings at each top of each pole. Okay, I found another little area right over here. Let's go right over here. I didn't even know this existed. So you'll come to the 3rd floor, walk across this little bridge right here. If you're scared of heights, you walk in the middle or make sure you hang on to the railing. And there is a sitting area here. As you can tell, there's somebody sitting there, so I don't want to disturb them. But there's another sitting area right here. And in this sitting area up here, I didn't know they had another fireplace. So you can come up here and enjoy the fireplaces. So you can see the stairs I'm taking to go up. But eventually you will be stopped because that last stairwell right up there will take you to the concierge lounge. The top floor is the concierge lounge. So there is a gate over there on that stairwell that you can't get past, but all the other floors you can explore and come see these great little sitting areas. And now we got one more right back here. Such a beautiful perspective of the teepee lamps right there with the buffaloes and the Indians right there. And this is yet the other seating area I wanted to come to. Let's go out there and take a look at this one. And this sitting area is right above the one that we were down on the floor down there. These are not smoking areas, just to confirm that with everybody. These are not smoking areas. That is a different location of this resort. But look at the views here. I mean, there's the rooms right there. But even, I mean, the beauty of this resort, it's like I'm trying to sell this resort. I just absolutely love it. And we'll go down and take a look at the pool and the fountains here in a moment. Back on the main lobby here of the resort, just ran into some guests. They didn't know what was up those stairs, so I told them to go and make sure to explore the resort because the fireplace was up there. So they're going to go up there and check that out. Or we're going to go check out the merchandise now. Let's go in and check the Wilderness Lodge Mercantile, established 1994. Let's go see what they have. But the first thing you're going to see is the Mickey and Goofy, Donald and the bear totem pole right there as you enter into the gift shop, our merchandise shop. Some of their displays here, that is their beach towel right there. The beach towel is $34.99, but that's what it looks like when it's all unfolded. But I love the decorations of this gift shop. Is that Give a Hoot, Don't Pollute? Anybody remember that campaign? And the Smokey the Bear? I didn't know we had Smokey the Bears here. And just some grizzly bears right down there. More Smokey the Bear paraphernalia. I did not know we had all this over here at the Wilderness Lodge. Fantastic. Of course they sell the totem pole figures right there, but this might be one of my favorite things. The ornament for the tree right there. How much is that? $26.99 for the ornaments. Is that a salt and pepper shaker? That is, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, how much is that? It's only $29.99. Salt and pepper shaker. I like the totem pole. Totem pole is $34.99. They've got their own robes, their hats. Check the coffee mug out. Check the coffee mug out. It's an acorn. And then of course their ears. And they have socks and a lounge fly right there for their resort. And of course they're decorated for the holidays. And then this is the second part. They've got fireplaces everywhere. Make sure you come see the Native American wear right up there. It's absolutely a gorgeous dress right there. But this is all their Christmas going into this way. And since they actually have 2 vacation clubs on property, Boulder Ridge and Copper Creek, they also have the foods and stuff like that. So you can come here and get you some supplies for your room if you're staying at the DVC side of the resort. I got lunch meats, breads, chips, all that good stuff. Even pizzas for the rooms that have the ovens and stuff. So you don't always have to eat in the parks. There's always options. I mean, for $6.99, you can get a whole pizza right there instead of a slice. It's been a while since I've been to work, but that is a new Christmas shirt to me. The Hitchhiking Ghost in front of the Haunted Mansion. Haven't seen that one before. And that's the second entry to the mercantile shop right there. Got the beautiful display windows right over here. Take a look at those. Absolutely gorgeous. I just love this whole aesthetic. Maybe that's it. They do have a character artist that will be here at certain times. You always got to check the times. Remember, character artists are actually third-party vendors. They come in and do the character art and stuff. And they are here from 5 to 10 at the Wilderness Lodge. That is a cute one right there. I haven't seen that kind. That is cute. And like all resorts, they will have their activities that are going on, their movies under the stars. They got them every night here, Sunday through Saturday. Frozen 2, Big Brother Bear, they're all right there. It's under the stars, so they inflate a screen outside there, but always have the activities board. They also have a directory right here for the shopping and stuff. And here is a resort map right here. We are in this building right here, but we're heading out to here. We're heading out to this building. So we're right here now and we're heading out here. And we go this way towards the buses. There are beautiful windows outside. And as you're heading towards the bus stops right there, the beautiful garland. But they have an arcade. Don't forget their arcade is right outside the main lobby. Right there. Looks pretty good size one too. Buttons and bells, game and arcade. As we head this way, you can take a left. That'll take you to Geyser Point. One of everybody's favorite little eating areas. If you go straight, that is the DVC that we are heading into. And if you go to the right there, that'll take you to the bus stops to get you to all the parks. And this is Boulder Ridge section of Wilderness Lodge. This is one of two. They also have the Copper Creek section of Vacation Club here, but we're going to go in, take a look at their library, and if you Disney fans are out there, you know what we're going to go look at over here at the Boulder Ridge Library. But you just take this little walkway right over here. They're even decorated with swag all over. I mean, fantastic decorations at this resort. When you come into Boulder Ridge, you will see the beautiful Christmas tree, one of my favorite lobbies of all. For a vacation club. I do believe if I was a vacation club, this might be the resort I'd buy into. Not only do they got this, the beautiful bird cage, they also have a fireplace right over here. But we're gonna head right behind this fireplace so I can show you a little bit of Disney history. We are gonna head into here. Now this is their library resting, relaxation area. We will be quiet as we go in there because there are some guests in there. But of course, it's gonna deal with one of Walt's passions, trains. So this was his Carolwood Pacific was his passion. His trains was his passions. Before you even get into the library, just look at the case. They've got conductor hats. They've got the train models in there. They've got the watches to make sure the train is on time. So this is a very special place. If you don't come here, you really are missing out. If you're doing resort exploring and don't come here, definitely make it worth the trip over here. But this is the library right here. And now I was told that the Reese this year now have trains in them, which they haven't had before, but you can see all the ribbon has trains, and they actually put a train right there. Beautiful little sitting area right here. And of course, another fireplace, a beautiful Christmas display right up there. More tables over here to the side. There's a young lady working over there, so I don't want to bother her. But you can see a train off in the distance there. This is the Disney history that everyone should come and see. These cars were actually part of Walt Disney's backyard train track that he had in his house. They are 1/8 scale, but these are originals that folks used to ride on in his backyard. So definitely come over here and see this history, this Walt Disney himself history. Just think Roy or Walt might have rode on one of these. You never know. Now over to the other side, more sitting and relaxing. There's card games and table games that you can get also. So you can come over here and play with the family. More beautiful Disney art right there with him in the trains back there. You can see somebody riding on one of the carts by there, right there. So cool. Disney history at its finest. And of course, Walt and Mickey. Travelers, I hope you enjoyed a little tour of Boulder Ridge here in the library and seeing that piece of Disney history. Another reason I did a Wilderness Lodge tour today during News from the Q's, because one of our best friends, Laurie, this is her favorite resort during Christmas, and she wasn't coming this year, so I wanted to show her all the Christmas decoration. So Laurie, this video is for you so you can enjoy the holiday decorations, and we can't wait to see you guys in the springtime. But now, let's head out to the pool. And yes, even at 55 degrees, the pool is open. Here is a map once again of Wilderness Lodge, and this is the Boulder Ridge pool right here. This is for DVC, Disney Vacation Club guests only that are staying at the vacation clubs. It is open. Now this one does not have lifeguards, but this pool is open, and it's usually they won't close the pools until it gets down to freezing. But it is a fantastically themed pool. Boulder Ridge right there. They got little cabanas off to the side. And it is magic band operated. So you can't get in unless you are staying here. So remember, this isn't for the regular resort guests. This is just for the vacation club resort guests. Just like over at Bay Lake. Like I always say, it's in the detail. Like the deer tracks going across the concrete. It's all in the detail. There's the beautiful building right there, and we're heading out towards the lake because they got the cabins on the water here at Boulder Ridge. So this is the cabins right here at Boulder Ridge. Not only there's the cabins, they actually have grills here for you to use for if you're a vacation club member staying in the cabins or in the main building. But these are the cabins that go along. Love to one day stay here. We've stayed at the Polynesian bungalows. Thank you to the Ozian family for that. Still a memory that we will never forget, and we want to thank you guys once again for that. But this is the cabins right on Bay Lake. Right, you can see Bay Lake in the distance, but I'm not sure how many cabins there is, but they're so pretty. I bet you they're pretty inside too. So those are considered the Cascade cabins. Okay. And I believe, if you're lucky enough, this first cabin right here has a vacation club open house sometimes that you can go see this. They're not there today. I wish they were, but maybe one day we'll come back over and take a tour. Coming out of the archway and back, just listen how quiet it is. If it weren't for me yapping, you would hear nothing but the sound of the noise and the boats going by. And this is the backside of Geyser Point, which we're getting ready to go to. It's actually Reunion Station. This is like their clubhouse for the vacation club. The fishing lodge. It's the details. Oh, look at that beautiful Bay Lake right over there. Okay, let's head this way. See if we can see the cranes out today for the new vacation club. That is, but yeah, there they are. They're working hard over there. In the distance. Love how this looks like a train port. Now, remember here, they no longer have boat rentals or anything like that. You have to go to the Contemporary or to the Grand Floridian, I believe, still to do boat rentals. No longer have boat rentals here at the Wilderness Lodge. But they are working hard over there. You can see trucks and stuff moving around over there on that new Lakeside Lodge that they're putting right over there. Another vacation club property. Okay, we're gonna play a little I Remember When. I remember when you used to walk from the Wilderness Campground there, and you could walk around the path all the way on the lake shore that would bring you to the Wilderness Lodge. And it would come all the way past the cabins. Well, the cabins weren't there, but there was a walkway that you could walk along the lake shore from one resort to the other. So that was my I Remember When for this video. Their beautiful boat dock right there. Beautiful Bay Lake Tower in the distance. Remember, their boat dock goes from here to the Magic Kingdom or from here to the campground. Contemporaries only goes from the Contemporary to here or Contemporary to the campground. They do not go to the Magic Kingdom at the Contemporary, but this boat does go to the Magic Kingdom. So you can take this. This starts early in the morning, I believe at 9 o'clock in the morning, to where the Contemporaries boats don't start till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So this boat here will get you to the Magic Kingdom early in the morning. Making our way lakeside right here, and there's the beautiful Geyser Point. Everybody loves to come here. If you have never been here, definitely give it a try. A lot of people say this is the best burger on property. Not my favorite burger on property, but it is a good burger. Gonna have to say that. But great sitting area all along the way here. But it is open-sided, so sometimes the ducks will join you for a little meal. This is Geyser Point, and they're even decorated for the holidays. Just outside of Geyser Point will be the geyser, because that's why it's called Geyser Point. Right over this way. It usually goes off, but probably not going to go off today because it is a little chilly, so they don't always set it off. But the geyser sits right over there. More beautiful decorations. Heading back this way to the main pool of this resort. Oh, I mean, look at that. There are some construction going on. I failed to mention that earlier, but there's some room work and construction going on. So just remember, might be a little noise, but not too bad. What is this now? This used to be the salon. I don't know if it is still or not. We're going to go around to the front. But this is the poor thing about the pool. Not the poor thing, but this is the great thing about the pool. It is open. Like I said, it usually has to be freezing before they shut it down. And there's always lifeguards at this pool. Even if nobody is in the pool, the lifeguards are here. So we know a lot of folks like to come down from up north and they will swim because the pool is heated. But there are always lifeguards available. But just look at that view from the pool. Oh, see? There's a little one in the pool there. Just beautiful. Hey, travelers, just met the Arantes right back there. Nice meeting you guys. They're up from Naples and it is a little cold. They went to go to Geyser Point to get something to eat, but it is a little chilly out there and they had no warmers. So I sent them into Roaring Fork so they can get some warm food and to warm up a little bit, because let's see what temperature it is right now. So they went in there because it is 11:45 lunchtime, but it is 43 degrees right now. And with the wind blowing off the lake, it is a little cool. By the way here, Humphrey's Hideout is their activities area. And they're only open from 11:30 to 1:30, and then from 3 to 4. I can't remember the hours, but they're only open certain times. But this is where they do the paintings and all the art activities right here at Humphrey's Hideout. It's the best thing about the cold weather. You can get some great pool shots, because I don't like to shoot the pool when there's people in it. But that is the kids' play area. They got 2 jacuzzis right here, and they do have accessible jacuzzis and accessibility to the pool. So don't ever worry about that. But that's their view right there from the pool. Look, nobody there, but the lifeguards are here. Absolutely good. Getting closer to the geyser area, they'll have this little runoff and everything. It's all in the theming. One of the best detailed themed resorts on property. And then there's the geyser right there, but it isn't going off this morning. You can usually tell because the walkway isn't wet. But that is the geyser. It goes off usually every 20 minutes. And it is a pretty neat little feature here at Wilderness Lodge. But because it's 43 degrees and the misty rain, kind of not doing that today. But hey, we got the big water bucket working. Traveling along the pathway here. Now we'll get up here. We can go to the left. That'll take us back to the resort. We can go to the right. That'll take us to the boats. Down this way. But this is a new addition to me anyway. I know it's been since they put in the cabins, because there's also cabins on this side. That wing over there is the Copper Creek wing. This is just a regular resort wing right here. But this will take you to the no, these are the Cascade cabins also. Maybe that's what they're called, Cascade cabins. And they go that way, and they actually face the Contemporary. And some of these actually do have fireworks views. I think I'm gonna head back to the lobby, get warmed up a little bit, take in more of those beautiful Christmas scenes, and just check everything else out in there. See if there's anything else we missed. Even love the Christmas music here today, because it's all kind of mountainy, western feeling Christmas. You can't recognize it until it says, oh, that's a Christmas tune. Let's go up here by the waterfalls. These are the Copper Creek Falls right here. More of the beautiful resort. And that's Copper Creek right there. I believe that's the DVC of Copper Creek. So that side is Copper Creek. But these are the falls right here. Just gorgeous. The neat thing about the falls is there's walkways and pathways all through the fall area here. So let's go up here and explore a little bit. Like I said, always explore the resorts. Once you come up the stairwells right there, that'll actually bring you to pathways back into the lobby and along this way to see some of the rooms here. Copper Creek Falls. You've got the running water. This is what comes out of the geyser inside of the resort. But look at that. I mean, what theming. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at this resort. We've explored that terrace, this terrace, and there's another terrace here. Resorts are supposed to be explored and seen. Go visit the resorts. I love the parks. I'm like you guys. I love to come see the parks. I love to be in the parks. But sometimes you miss more of the magic if you don't come to resorts. I love to resort hop. I love just seeing all the resorts. We still got to go see all the gingerbread houses of all the resorts. So I'm glad I was able to do this today here at the Wilderness Lodge. Let's go back inside and take one last look at that Christmas tree. And the geyser is going off. We just missed it. I wouldn't want to be down there getting wet, but the geyser's going off. So that experience is, well, on a cold day, they still do the geyser. Perfect timing. Back in the lobby, and I really wish this was open right now, but it's not. I could use some hot chocolate. But come to see that tree again for the holidays. I can see why, and I can tell you why. For the holidays, this resort right here, this is why it's our favorite. It is just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Just off the check-in right over here, make sure you come over to this little area right here. It's a little kid check-in area, as I like to call them. But their tree is absolutely so cute. They got little vignettes of the animals right there, and then the ornaments and lights. Check that out. That is just so cute. Oh, the snails right there. The fox right there. And the bear is a tree topper, pretty much on the side. But also look at the wreath. Fantastic. I forgot to mention at Whispering Canyon, it doesn't always have to be just family style. They do have an a la carte menu that you can ask for. And actually their bison burger in here is better than the one at Geyser Point. Just saying. Just before we were getting ready to leave, the area is open. So I'm gonna sit up here. I'll do our outro, enjoy a little bit of the fireplace. But this is why you come. This is actually on the 4th floor. I always think it's the 2nd because it's the next level up, but it's actually the 4th floor. And that's the lobby right there. I mean, this is such a great little hidden gem. And that's not another fireplace, that's actually the stairs right behind that grate. But see, a couch there and 2 lovely chairs here. Travelers, Jordan and Leslie here found my secret spot. They were walking by and just happened to spot me right off of the lobby. Are you guys staying here or are you visiting?
Visiting.
Where are you staying today, this time?
We're actually Fairfield Marriott over in the Westgate.
Awesome. How is that?
It's really nice.
There's
It's
some
nice when we
great
can't get
areas
in.
over there. Yeah, especially when you can't get in, but you can still come to explore.
Yes.
And that's what we love about
We
this
ate at
resort.
Whispering Canyon this morning.
How was it?
It was wonderful.
Did you ask for ketchup?
No,
No,
I've
she
done
knows.
it before. I enjoyed
She
watching
knows.
everybody.
Now, we've met before at the Contemporary, so it was great seeing you guys.
So
Seeing you
wonderful.
again.
Yeah.
First time getting to meet you.
Yes.
So
Very nice.
I'm glad you guys are having a great time. How long are you here for?
This is our 3rd day, so we're here until next week, Monday.
Oh, nice.
Nice
Enjoy.
to meet you guys. Bye.
Enjoy the holidays. You going to any parties? Any of them not to?
No.
I always want to say not so scary, but it's Mickey's very merry. Getting old. I told you. Enjoy it while you can. So nice meeting you guys. Nice meeting you. Nice seeing you again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being on the video. Thank
And
you.
next time we hope to see Michelle.
Oh, yeah, but she's pretty awesome.
Well, we love
Thanks,
you.
guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
made our way back to my favorite spot in Wilderness Lodge. But then again, I found a whole bunch of more favorite spots. Is that even a word? More favorite spots. But anyway, here on the 4th floor, I always think it's the 2nd floor, but it's the 4th floor. But anyway, beautiful Christmas tree behind me. I want to thank everybody that follows along and that has made it to the end of this video, because I know a lot of times I ramble on. My videos don't make sense sometimes until you watch them to the end. And then I'm trying to tell a story. I'm just not trying to show you the next food thing. This is what we got to have this. I want to show you what you can experience at the resorts and what you can see. Yes, it was news from the queues today, but it turned into a resort tour of this beautiful Wilderness Lodge resort, because I know Laurie absolutely loved this resort and I love this resort. Never stayed here during the holidays. You can hear Whispering Canyon, you can hear the cheering, you can listen to the music, you can sit in front of the beautiful fireplaces like I am here. So please always take your time, enjoy and relax, and enjoy the resorts. And until next time, travelers, like we always say, travel and adventure is out there. At the entry of the Wilderness Lodge, you'll come down here to go to the parking lot. Right here on the grass, there used to be a little topiary over here on the grass. Can anybody tell me what used to be there on the grass? And here, I'll give you a hint, because their hoof prints are in the concrete.